I think they're a sneaky good defensive team. I mean, obviously, when you talk about Villanova, you talk about Segrist and how great she is on offense, but I think they're sneaky good on defense. I mean, we had a ton of, I mean, lost in the win that we had out there was, I think we had 18 turnovers, which is a lot. And you look at them and you're like, wow, they shouldn't be able to force that many, but they do. They communicate well, and like I said, I mean, to me, they were just more connected. They were just more connected defensively. I mean, I could hear them talking better. They guarded our screens better than we guarded their screens, and the Segrist piece is obviously, like Mal talked about, is just when you're one pass away, you're supposed to be talking, and there were many times where in the first half when we're in front of our bench and I don't hear the person one pass away talking, to Segrist's on-ball defender, hey, I'm here, push here. But I think Villanova did a great job of that. I thought, we didn't finish at the rim. I mean, I felt like we made some reasonably strong plays toward the rim. I didn't think we settled for threes in the first quarter, which is encouraging. But they do a good job of bumping you off your line, and they don't give up. They don't give up easy ones. So I think they're, like I said, they're sneaky good on defense, and I think that's besides Segrist, that's probably the thing that I think most about when I think about Villanova is just how connected they play defensively.
I mentioned to Valerie, but before Segrist got going, obviously you guys are doing everything in your power for anyone else to beat you, and as all the shots were falling, I guess how deflating was it to see them connect on so much?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Olsen played way better than she did the first game too. I mean, she didn't give them much output in the first game, but Burke obviously got super hot early. But we, twice in transition, we didn't talk once, and we didn't. We had two people there another time, and we didn't talk. So, I mean, and then the first three she got was off a guard-to-guard screen that should have been a switch that we said we're switching, and we didn't, and it was, upperclassmen. So, but yeah, they were really good, and we weren't. And it's always a combination of both, right? I mean, if we're just a little bit better and maybe those shots are a little bit harder early, they don't get as much confidence, but they had confidence because, we kind of let them do what they wanted to do. And once Burke saw one go in and once Olsen saw one go in, because I thought Olsen hit some tough I mean, Burke hit the shots that we can't let her have. Olsen hit some tough shots. I mean, she hit some, there were a couple times where we weren't up high enough on a ball screen to influence the shot like we had talked about, but I thought she bounced around and just played really well. I mean, she's a good player. I mean, you can see why she's their second leading scorer. But we gave her a couple easy ones early.
What adjustments do you have to make to the team to close out those possessions? There were a few times when they missed a shot and you just couldn't get the ball back. Ball awareness. I mean, I thought the whole first quarter we were too consumed with our player, even other than Segrist. I mean, we said, okay, we can't let Burke have a three, but that doesn't mean that we're touching her, like we're that close to her. And same thing with Olsen. Yeah, she's their second leading scorer, but like we just were way too tight with those kids, And so when they screen and they cut, they get open, and then you're a little bit out of position to rebound. I felt like they were, I think it's simple fundamentals. I mean, obviously I'd have to watch the film to see a little bit more, but I just think when you're not moving to the ball on every pass, you get a little bit out of position, and I thought they took advantage of that too. Because I mean, I said we had. I told our team at halftime, I mean, second chance points were 11-2, and who missed way more shots in the first half? There's no way that the team that shot it well should have 11 second chance points, and the team that couldn't throw it in the ocean should have 2 second chance points. I just thought we weren't the tougher team on either end on on the glass, and the rebounding numbers reflect that. We got a little better as the game went on, but yeah, just disappointing, really, on both ends. Because yeah, if we could have gotten a couple more offensive rebounds and baskets, which we did in Philadelphia, we hurt them a little bit on the offensive glass, but not tonight until way too late.
When you guys are down 20 after that first period, what do you think about as a coach and what do you say to your team?
Well, I just said if you're not going to make changes, it's not going to get better. If you're going to be, and again, I was most focused on our lack of communication on defense and our unwillingness to move to the ball and accept a screen switch, and we just didn't do that in the first half, or the first quarter. So I just said, look, it's not going to, until you make that change, it's not going to get better. And and we got to move it a little bit more on offense too. I mean, we've talked about that. I mean, we had, I know we only had 4 baskets the first half, but we had 2 assists. I thought we missed cutters. I thought we, in that second quarter especially, I thought our movement was a little bit better, but we didn't take advantage. We made them switch some screens where Emma and Morgan had smaller players on them, and we just didn't deliver the ball.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
What does your checklist look like for Providence? not just
Yeah.
in terms of like your keys to win. What you're looking for in terms of a more,
Thanks.
I guess, mature approach in response to this performance.
Yeah, I just told him to take the next 30 some out. We're taking tomorrow off. I told him we'd practice about noon on Sunday. I said, just you got to be, coaches have to be reflective about how we're preparing you, and you guys have to be reflective about worrying about the right things. And that's what I said. I mean, it's just, and if you're not, because I said, I said at halftime, what would you give our defensive communication in the first half? And the highest answer I got was a 3. And I said, I don't understand that. You guys have played together. And if you really think that you can come in and beat a team as good as Villanova by not communicating on the defensive end, then how am I supposed to help? How am I supposed to? I said, you're worrying about the wrong things if that's the case. You're worried about your offense. You're worried about, your player not scoring. Those are the wrong things to worry about. The right things to worry about are don't let Villanova score and move the ball. And when you're open, it'll find you, or you need to find somebody when they're open. And I just thought, we're worried about the wrong things.
Just real quick, if I may, obviously,
Yeah.
the milestone was
Yeah.
a part of the game tonight when she hit that bucket. And why did you, first of all, I guess, feel it necessary to call the timeout and acknowledge that, just in terms of, I don't know, what you, I mean.
Did I call? Is that when I called the timeout?
You called it about 2 minutes later.
Yeah. No, I didn't. There was no.
Intention.
I did not intend to do that. I mean, we talked about we wanted a public. We wanted the PA to recognize her at the dead ball after she scored it, because I think she deserves that, and I think we're supposed to find the game ball and give it to her before they leave, so they can give it to her before their next home game, because she's, Maddie's easy to like. She does things the right way. She's, I think it's, pretty incredible what she's accomplished, and so, yeah, there's nothing about her that you're like, that you don't respect and admire.
Offensively speaking, it felt like you were shying away from the rim a lot tonight. How do you, what do you tell the team?
Yeah, I thought the first quarter, I mean, you're right, and we worked on those. We worked on those tough finishes the last couple of days in practice, because we know they do a good job of walling and making it reasonably difficult at the rim. I just, for whatever reason, we got to turn our shoulders more and either finish by turning our shoulders more, or shot fake at the rim and go up strong. And it seemed like we made the wrong read a couple times. We should have shown the ball and let them jump first, or go by, and I don't know. We worked on it, you wouldn't have guessed that by watching, particularly the first half, a little bit better. I mean, I think, I thought our depth showed a little. They got tired. I mean, and that's something that we've got to explore is how much, who and how much, because I thought our freshmen were better late, but, it's hard to, how much, I mean, Mal was really good tonight, but I think we got to figure out how much, how much we can rest some of our kids and how much is that going to help us over the next 6 weeks. Because, when you play younger kids against a team that's as disciplined and as good as Villanova, you risk a little bit of a run. But our starting group wasn't very good either. But that's something we'll have to explore.